Suddenly, we live in a world of despotism and climate collapse. The future looks bleak. Heck, the present looks bleak. It's easy to panic, to despair. But let's not do that. Instead, let's take a step back, look at the big picture. Together, we can get a better handle on the situation and figure out what to do. We can find the way out. We live here on this beautiful planet. And yes, it's still beautiful despite the terrible damage our species has done to it. It's a damaged planet, a grievously and permanently damaged Earth. But it isn't yet destroyed. Our planet abuse is a problem for our entire species, and indeed for the other species that share the Earth with us. And then there's this civilization. There are a few different systems of government and of economics, but they are insane. They are built on fictions, and we find ourselves wasting our lives serving these systems. Shouldn't our systems serve us? We live under systems that require us to have money to survive. We accept these systems and rules. We rarely question them, and if we do, we soon conclude that we can do nothing about them. So, we obey, spend the bulk of our lives in offices and factories to get money to survive. It's a treadmill. Money isn't real, it's invented. Only under our insane systems do we need money to survive. In reality, we need food. We need shelter. Sometimes we need medicine to survive. These are things we already produce. Fundamentally, our problems are caused by values. Bad, cruel values. Values I would call insane values because they are terribly destructive. As mortal beings endowed with the gift of consciousness, imagination, and wonder, it's a tragedy we live our short lives in servitude to cruel systems and selfish elites. But that's what we do because we've been fooled into a moral philosophy that justifies, no, glorifies and requires greed. Greed is stupidity. We are wasting our lives, squandering our humanity for greed. We are destroying our planet for greed. Our systems are stupid. Our ruling elites are stupid. Our obedience to those systems and elites is ridiculous. But understandable. We are a social species. We like to get along. But our well-being and survival requires disobedience and better values. We need to value life, not stuff and money and the nonsense used to justify this insane way of life. And we are running out of time. You are alive, you have consciousness, and will continue having it for some unknown length of time. Each of us gets, at best, maybe 10 decades, but usually much less. All we have is time. It's the most precious thing, yet we don't appreciate it. We waste it. Our lives are time and consciousness. This is a special gift. I believe we have a moral obligation to live fully as conscious, creative, and social beings. This is our nature. That is what it means to be human and alive. But we don't really value or respect our lives or nature. We must choose to disobey and remake civilization based on sane and humane values. We must reject greed. There is a way to do this, to change the world and make it one that's suitable for human and other life. We must ditch our economic and political systems, end our obedience, and do something better. What would that be? Our nature and needs suggest a vision of a sane world. What kind of civilization do we want? We want one that respects life and cares for our planet. We don't want to waste our lives, we want to live them. The simple fact is, most of our lives and energy is wasted on senseless labor, often destructive labor. We produce mountains of crap, so much unnecessary stuff that is not worth the amount of time, of life that it costs us. We must stop. We must produce what's needed, and then only additional stuff that's worth the cost in time, labor, and damage to the earth. We should be working maybe 20% of the amount we do today, if that. Our new system must be flexible, responsive to human needs. It's not a formally structured system. It is based on values, not rules. It values life, not stuff. Autonomy, not servitude. Planet, not profit. Community, not greed. It's a system that maximizes life and minimizes work. We, the people, can live as human beings, not human resources. This is the vision, the promise, the goal. Ah, but how do we get there? Didn't we already decide that there's nothing we can do? Isn't that why we are living this way, accepting our fate? We need a nonviolent revolution. This is doable. In fact, there is a long list of despots who were removed by nonviolent movements. Today's movement has begun with millions in the streets, with ordinary people standing up to armed ICE terrorists and other bold actions. The movement is a large coalition, people who agree on one thing: we will not submit to a king. Like other movements, we must keep growing in size and boldness. We must care for each other and starve the regime and elites of money and labor. This means strategic withholding of taxes and labor. We need to tell our loved ones, friends, relatives, and strangers who serve the regime to defect. This regime is unsustainable, but we must speed its demise and guide our society to the kind of civilization that we want. Join the existing movement. Sign up for indivisible.org or 5051. Attend protests and online Zoom training in civil disobedience. Think about how you can recruit more people and try. Think about what you can do to cripple the regime. Ask yourself, how can I maximize effectiveness and minimize risk? But also, take time to care for yourself. How can you best live today, even under current systems and conditions? What can you do to spread joy? Finally, think and talk about the kind of civilization we want. Tell others, and if you feel inspired, join the Saners. The Saners are a movement dedicated to harnessing nonviolent non-cooperation to stabilize the climate and build a sane, caring civilization.